The question is, are you a believer or non-believer? The non-believers will tell you there is absolutely nothing you could do to improve your chances at sentencing, and believe me, I served time with plenty of those guys in prison. The believers, however, are convinced that through their own efforts, they can convey to the judge, the prosecutor, and the probation officer that they are different than their plea agreement or some out-of-character decisions they made that led to that courtroom or that pre-sentencing interview. My name is Justin Paperny with White Collar Advice, the place where defendants and criminal defense attorneys come to learn about all phases of the criminal justice system. What is the relevance of creating a lengthy, compelling document for the judge? And I'll ask you, tell me about your plea agreement. Is it totally fact? Is it part fiction? I have clients say to me, Justin, I'm not totally comfortable with it. Some say I did all of it and then some. Regardless of your comfort level with that document, the reality is the U.S. government, the prosecutor, has a current version of your life's events, and they're going to focus at your sentencing on the terrible, out-of-character conduct mistakes that you made. I would argue they're not going to take the totality of your life into perspective when they sentence you. And that's exactly why you have to take matters into your own hands. Now, we are not lawyers at White Collar Advice. We work with tons of terrific criminal defense attorneys. And certainly they have a role that cannot be replaced. They negotiate pleas, they work with the government, they write beautiful sentencing memorandums. Their role is essential. What I'm trying to convey in this short video is this: in addition to whatever your lawyer might be doing, or whatever reports might be written by psychologists, it is on you, through your own effort, to convey to the court that you were better than some out-of-character decisions you might have made. Now, at White Collar Advice, we certainly help clients develop this and put it to paper. My partner, Michael Santos, whose background and success is really indisputable. Michael plays a significant role in the creation of and writing these narratives and helping put our clients' lives to paper. Their background, lessons learned, expressing their remorse, and really closing and explaining to the judge why you'll never be back in that courtroom. I cannot tell you how many people reach out to me and say, Justin, I'm just hoping the judge will forgive me. And I remind them and you, it's not the judge's position or job to forgive. You are asking him to seek mercy. And I believe and have built my career around the idea that judges are more inclined to grant mercy if you show that you're worthy of it, of demonstrating that through hundreds of hours of thought and introspection that you have thought about the decisions that brought you to that courtroom. Now, there are guys in jail who will tell you none of it matters. You could write a puff piece, a letter of remorse, you're going to get the same sentence regardless. You're always going to hear that. I have tons of evidence, however, from clients who have followed this process of helping us, of working together to develop this lengthy, compelling narrative to then put it in front of the judge with the goal of being judged not just on this one event, the government's version of events, but rather the totality of their life. Now, in future lesson plans and emails, I'm going to get into more specifics on sentencing mitigation, but let me close with a common takeaway or theme that I've heard from some defendants and lawyers. Justin, this is a beautifully written document. Your collaboration with our client is terrific. This is a beautiful piece that certainly convinces, I think, any and all who reads it that our client is different than the insider trading, the wire fraud, securities fraud, bribery, any white-collar crime. But who's to say this judge is going to read 5 or 10 pages? I've worked with this judge, Justin, for 20 years. He's busy. I've worked with her for 15 years. I don't know if she's going to read all these character reference letters in this lengthy narrative. And my thoughts are two. One, I do believe they read it. I think they have an obligation to read it. But even if they don't read the whole thing, I can assure you of this: they'll hold it in their hand. They'll flip through it and see that it's not one page of boilerplate gossip or remorse that, frankly, most of these letters reek of rationalizations and the defendants don't even know they're doing it. So to those who might tell you the judge isn't going to read 4, 5, or 10 pages, I disagree. And even if they don't read it from beginning to end, they'll see that you've done it. And I believe that separates you from most defendants. I'll close with this. My goal at sentencing in front of Judge Wilson all the way back in 2007 was this. My goal was to be able to tell myself and my family there is nothing more I could have done to prepare for this moment. I didn't know what the number was going to be, but there was nothing more that I could have done to prepare. And that's what I wish for all of you. So I propose that you are more likely to get a better sentence, to have a better outcome, to have a significantly better experience if you prepare, you go all in, including a mitigation in your own words that convinces the judge why you're better than whatever it is you might have been convicted or pled guilty to. I look forward to sharing more videos on this subject. Check out in your email box, I have lesson plans, I have samples coming of what these documents can look like in case you want to create it on your own. And of course, if it's something you'd like to develop with white collar advice, you can call me at 818-424-2220 or email me, jp@whitecollaradvice.com. Thank you so much. Work hard and be on the lookout for my emails. Thank you.